in Noord was ook cool.
Stop op de prijs van MLL on propfirms. Bij het maken dat de stop 2R is, stop verplaatsen op de vorige high flow wick na een 5 minuten candle close. Add op de tap van de 5 minuten per value gap. Maximum 3 keer adding. Bij meerdere contracten na 2 keer adding winst nemen en 1 of 2 contracten laten verder gaan naar TP te zien hoeveel contracten er in totaal zijn.
Good morning everybody.
Pre-orp, Londen, New York, voormiddag.
Okay, so yesterday.
Te zien wat de markt doet. Bij een mooie profit niet meer getreden die dag. Plus 5R. Maximum 2R niet winst per dag. En review 1 keer per week. Tradeplan en trades. Take 100 trades. Pre-orp. Londen, New York voormiddag, namiddag. Dan zien dat het werkt. Start 18/8/2025.
Ja, dat is misschien ook nog iets dat ik erbij moet zeggen. Als ik in een trade zit en die is zo en ik ga in het scherm af, laat ik hem staan of sluit ik hem af.
Als die choppy is, laat ze hem staan zeker. Ja.
Heeft toch nog een mooie beweging gedaan?
Paul, nieuws. Good morning. Morning, Arjun. So, yesterday's trades. I should have let the trade do its thing. So, the perfect entry yesterday was actually the one that I saw, and I did not take it because of a chopped market. Should have done it anyways. So I'm putting in my notes. Nonetheless, if a chop market is there, just be more patient. And look, that was actually our entry. Our stop would have been here, and that was actually a very nice continuation still to the downside. My TP was somewhere around that 24,090 level. So I would have had something like this, and I would have been at 2.3. Still a very good trade. Now, what played out yesterday too. My wife closed the trade when we got offline, so she did not make any profits. And we're on trades. Let's take a look how far we are in trading. Not this one. This one. Okay, I'm 2, 4, 6 trades further, and I'm about 1, 2, 3, I collect around 5 R, I believe. For today, outlook. We'll probably come up to this for value gap right here and then have a short to downside. It looks like the market wants to go a bit lower. If you watch the daily, you can see we just had an infingled candle to the downside, so I'll show you what I mean. This is our daily candle, and if you can see, this is an infingled candle, so this one is bigger than the previous one. He eats them up. That calls. We are at definitely at a high level of support and resisting. So if we want to go down, we probably go down to that daily for value gap just below. If we want to go any further down, that would be here. We already taken out Asia, so let's see if we call this our last down movement. But we'll probably hit to that 50 level and see how we react off of it. So if we go a bit more up, we will probably go to this destacked value gaps right here, and then see further that downward movement. To have a full structure to the downside, we need to close below this low. Then we actually have a full momentum to the downside. Okay, exit out. Again, left side is my screen, right side is eunicea trades. If I zoom out a bit and we watch these candles right here, we can see we are having a huge 1 hourly right here, so we probably hit this. We just had a break of structure to the upside on the hourly. So having a retest back to one of these value gaps would be great to see, and then continue higher. The first 15 minutes are over. Let's see how this market wants to react. So let's see how far we actually get today. If we go to the downside, this is still a major huge movement to the downside. So 2 more minutes, let's see if we have that breach to the upside, yes or no.
geloof dat jij daarvan niet. Het is zwaar.
So 2 more minutes, and that was actually a huge movement immediately. One more minute. Let's see how far we can actually get to this range. So we do have a 15 minutes right here. It's a bit of a big stop. We need to put our stop right here, so that's about a 50-point stop. It looks like MNQ took that level already. NQ did not, so if NQ hits that, I'm taking a short to the downside. Nonetheless, the movement at this point is up. See if I have something.
Wie zal er in met het ene frietje gaan lopen zijn? Het zat nog 1 frietje en daar.
Is that?
Ja.
My fries. Okay, that was a breach to the upside, by the way. Orpus to the upside. We still have a nice range, so we definitely could go all the way back to that high.
Nou ja, buiten zijn zoveel bezig. Om jumpen of zo, weet ik veel wat. Dus
Oeh, ja, we kunnen niet meer als spel hier.
Dus, hoe vertrokken weer, hè? Als we weer een discotheek aan het worden, dan wat anders.
Schools are special, yeah.
Ja, amen, hè.
Mm-hmm. There's just a bit of news at 10 o'clock, for the rest there is nothing, actually nothing. let's see how these 2 minutes actually close. So if these 2 minutes push the market back up, we still got 7 minutes in that 15 minutes. I really love to have that tap right here, but it actually did tap that one on MNQ and did not see it yet, so it was not in time.
Was dat SpongeBob buiten of zo?
Geen idee wat het was.
Oh my god.
So being patient, you want to see how we actually start moving after the full 200 point drop yesterday. We just started in the trading session, so we got plenty of time. Just need to be sure that we take the right direction.
Spen heeft iets gevangen, hè? Heb je het gezien?
Waar?
En het spinnenweb.
Waar? Boom?
Ah ja.
Ah. Ik weet het niet. 16. So 1 more minute in this 15-minute candle. Let's see how this one closes. Looks like that was a strong rejection of that 15 minutes for value gap. The only thing, this was equal highs. Yeah. So no entry. Otherwise this would be the short that I wanted to take. I would have put stops on that level and then targeted lower, so that would have been at least a 3 arm, so definitely a good trade. We want to be full secure. Your stop should be of course here at that high. We have another 15 minute for value gap just in that area, but that would have been a bit less good play of course. 1.3, still a good trade, but a bit of a wide stop, so that's why I would put it on that high. And if this one didn't play out, I would have just retaken it right here. So everybody knows why I'm looking for shorts instead of longs today. Just how the market is moving at this point. That was a huge 4-hour drop. We did not take out that low, so if we took out that low, I definitely want to see us further fall down. We now have 3 hours stacked on each other that we could react off to go a bit lower. We had a bit of retracement almost to that 50. Oh, we actually hit that 50 level in the hourly. Yeah, we hit it above, so this is the area where we could have a reaction of if we want to continue lower. Did we hit the value gap to the upside?
Stoppen we eigenlijk al een kwartier staan.
Zie je? Kan nog redelijk, hè?
Nee.
je wil zeggen? So anybody that's new to our trading style, we actually just follow a straight off plan. That's all that we do, nothing else. We don't watch EMAs, we don't watch movements, reactions. So indeed, that was a 15-minute rejection, but I want to see it actually come from here. That value gap. Those are indicators. I prefer not to use them. They are not accurate enough for me. If you get rid of them, I'm happy for you. We will see here exactly what the market wants to do. Does it want to continue a little bit more higher, or does it actually want to fill up those gaps that it left open just below? Je kunt ze niet fijn zijn.
Nog een keer poederen. Dit kan beter krabben dan nog hoor.
Just let the market do its thing. If you're in orb to the upside, you had it one time. So let's see if this market wants to continue a bit more higher, because this does look a bit bullish. Nonetheless, we got some rejections, but still, we got 21 minutes in this candle. I want to see how this develops. So in the meantime, I'm gonna make myself a drink while I'm being patient, and if I get anything, I'll inform, of course. Be right back.
Nog een keer op het vuur leggen, zetten.
Stapt weer? Ja, hij stapt weer. Wat zoekt je? Whoa, hey!
Allee, hop.
You're moving my table, my friend.
Allee, hop.
Yeah, sorry about that. My dog just moved the whole table where I was sitting on. Not sure if anybody took this, but I didn't see it. So there was also 15 minutes to the upside right here that we actually tapped. That would have been a break of structure and a retest off of it. So that would actually be a good continuation play. I was so busy looking to the downside that I didn't look to the upside.
Ja, ik zag hem ook al. Dat hij getapt heeft, hè?
If you did see that play, congratulations, good work. Yeah, you can take it to at least 24,884, 85, something like that. If it wants to continue up, of course. We got about 12 more minutes, 18 more minutes until open, so we got plenty of time. Did anybody see the news yesterday when the move went down? When Powell was speaking, I believe. Everything is still looking like it wants to go a bit higher today, so first and foremost, always follow the stream of the now. So what do indicators show you is actually what the market did do beforehand, and this is actually what the market does at this point. So if you use indicators, make sure that you always use them together with other confluence of the market that shows you a direction of a bias, of course. Never go straight off of one AMA and say this is the golden grill. So if you hit that high, if you're in this low right here of this 15-minute fair value gap and you hit that high, I would take at least something off. That would be my area that I would look that the market could change hands again. And nonetheless, if you watch that half hour, you can see that this is a nice bullish momentum. That hour is the same, it looks bullish. The only thing that looks not so bullish is actually the daily. Always remember that London always tries to have the high of the day or the low of the day. So if London opens in about 15 minutes and we want to see down movement, there's a big possibility that London at first wants to go up to then create that down motion for the whole day.
Je maakt echt grappige liedjes, hè. Dat is echt schattig.
We got a new rooster here from one of our small chickens, and he's actually making very funny sounds. It's like a chirping and something different together.
Het is een baard in de keel aan het krijgen.
He's starting to become a big one.
Ik heb dan nog pizza voor straks te eten. De mijne was helemaal op.
Idiot, wat was het?
Welke matten bij je? Dat zijn alle matten van jou. Ja.
So we're now at the high, right here. So if you took this long actually, so that would be the play actually that you took. I would have put stop right there. So that would have been a 2 point. That's a 3R already. Depends if you took this stop, then it's a bit more, but that's a 1.2 or something that you are at here. So this is why the continuation plays are actually very nice to play. We got a very small range, and look, this was almost a 3R straight off of it. And this was always my first DP, that high. So then you take, if you went in full R, you could definitely take 1 R off here, put your stops at break even because we made a break of structure again, and then let it run for the rest of the day, see how high we can take this. So because we took that high now, right here, this would be my first TP at that level of that previous high. So how do I see a continuation play? We've made a break of structure right here. That was the upside, that was the retest of that break of structure. We had a second one, I was more watching this one actually. Nonetheless, the market decided to continue higher. This is the first TP, and then you see where the market wants to go into this area. If it has a strong push further up, yes or no. You can always put your stop then to break even, so that you actually have a 1 hour trade or a bit more than a 1 hour trade immediately, and then the rest is up to the market itself.
Als dat body closes, then I move my stop.
Hmm?
If my candle body is closing, I move my stop to here.
And also for the orb, it's a good momentum right now. What do I see? We created a new fair value gap right here. So this is the 5 minute right here, so that would be another adding spot, of course. You know, Eunicea, she takes them all. She doesn't care about anything else. So she added on this 5 minute, and while she was up here with her entry, she took a second entry, and now both of them are going. Not sure where her TP is at this point. That's at 24,893. No idea why, but okay, so this is her TP. Yeah, if we get this 15 minutes for value gap, I would take it to halfway at least, so that would be 85. Okay, that's about 83. That's about this 93. That's about the same. Probably that's why.
Puf. Ik kan er beter wat afnemen zeker. Er zitten maar 5 contracten erin.
Nou, dan kun je er 2 afnemen.
Of 3. 3 zo. Okay.
So she took 3 contracts off right there, and she's letting the rest do its thing, of course. So she did take full TP right here.
Ja, het was uit mij.
It came straight to TP. So that was the play of the day actually. I will right here. Did anybody in the group took the long to the upside right here on that 15 minute retracement? I'm sure that a few would have taken it. I was not seeing the chat, so can I see chat? Okay, great. So if you're an orb, you should be in with a few contracts. This would definitely be a 2R right here that you made. So that's a 1R of this one, and you had another half R entered, so you took actually a 1R straight off of this again. So Nisha took most of it off, so at that high. That was actually the area that I'm only seeing that we could have a rejection of back to the downside. So my main idea is that we go lower today, so I was looking for shorts, but doesn't mean that we cannot take long, of course. If the market shows you its hand at that point, at the moment itself that we are still moving up, we need to follow that order flow. So that was a quick trade, but a good one. And RTP was actually 100% accurate. You cannot. Jesus. I said 93 and it was exactly 93. Oh my god. Oh, on MQ you had 85, so that was even better. We had 93.5, so that's about the same. So if you're done for today and you took everything off TP, log your trade, of course.
Dat is wel een korte.
That was a short trade, that's good.
Nee, ik bedoel hier.
Oh.
Ik heb hier een gap, hè.
Okay, the funny thing right now is Initia's looking to add again to that trade. She likes outperforming herself. So she did take an extra entry again. Not sure to where she wants to take this. Her stop is still at that wicks low. Nou, dan moet je stopzetten. Die week.
Versierend kijken. Hier.
Die week, ja. Three minutes still open. Let's see if open gives us that nice push that we have. Take out our high one more time, and then see if we can get a short out of it. What I don't want to see, if open pushes the market below that low, I don't want to see that happen. So we have 5 minutes right here. I don't want to see if the market opens to go pushing everything under it, so I don't want to see that happen. about 50 seconds still open, and then we will see if London has a pushback to the upside and takes out that high. One more time. But we probably get the down movement then. If you take full TP right here, where actually that was, congratulations yourself, you have a free day off, very fast, about an hourly only a stream, and we're done for today. So this is the trades that I actually like. An hour in stream and then having anything over that you want to do yourself. Here's open. We don't have any news, so not much movement will happen actually, of course. That's again a big 1 hourly to the upside, so that's now 1, 2, 3 very bullish candles looking, so more chance that we go a bit more higher. So if you added with eunicea on that trade, that would be my TP actually, that top part, because that's the third time you add it. Dus eigenlijk de wick zoomen in TP's in. Altijd 3 keer uit.
Ik heb nog geen 3 keer uit. Dat is mijn eerste.
Oh yeah, the second ad, of course, yeah. I wasn't counting correctly.
Maar als hij naar hier komt, ga ik nog een keer praten, hè? Hier zit er nog een. Maar ik ga de keer wat zeggen. Nou, je buik luistert soms beter dan naar je hoofd. Want dat is echt, hè? Dat was een goed hockeybeertje.
De slapfood. Hij slapen is in het.
Ja, mooi.
If you took this trade and you took it to that high, that was a 5 hour, so that's actually a very beautiful trade. So about 5 minutes in open, not much movement, shows us that we have a bit strength to go lower at this point. We had a small rejection, and now we're actually trading in those 2 for 5 minute for value gaps. What's also, I don't think it's a 15. No 15. I do know these continuation plays can take all day. So if you took your first TP and you put your stop at break even, you're good to go, of course. Here's a stronger push to the downside, so we actually added. That's a stronger push, so do want to see it stop right now and then continue higher.
niet maken meer.
So she took another ad on the trade, so that was a 5-minute fair value gap. Nonetheless, this looks like it wants to go lower. This is the last part of that 5 minutes, so now I want to see this push immediately back to the high.
Can we change that out now at work here?
Can we?
Je stop. En stop. En die van mijn laatste reddingen niet.
The stop is where she is putting it right now, so she did move it. If you took this straight, your stop should be at break even. If you took this one, the stop is right here, so it's at 24,862. Under that 15-minute wick, actually, right here. We will see in about 5 minutes what this market wants to do. If you're ever in a trade and you don't know what the market is doing, just zoom out a bit. So zoom out. So you look at this hourly. This still looks very bullish. We just came back halfway, so perfectly possible that we go halfway. Even if you watch these two, the EMA is still way lower. Tapped it twice now. I would probably be the stop. So that was a stop actually on the first trade right here. So if you took that, lock your trade. That's definitely the move to the downside. So I was expecting it, but
Wat was dat eigenlijk? Ja en nee.
wat dan? Ja, indeed.
Een win, een wel win en een niet win. Wat moet ik dan nu doen?
Gewoon totaal. My wife came out at break even actually.
Nee.
So because she took out partial and stop came back to her entry, she actually went out break even. Well, minus 0.1 actually. So 0.05 actually. So so we came in an hourly for value gap right now. Let's see if we get a push back up, yes or no, or that the market just wants to rally further down right here.
Moet je gewoon dit doen. Gewoon deze. Wat betekent dat dan? Hey, also, hey.
Hoe betekent wat?
Allee.
Hoe betekent wat?
Ja. Dus,
Wat op het hier?
0,09.
Wat? Net op het 09. En op het 09. Ik zei het op het hier. So that's a strong 15 minute immediately to the other side. Was expected. So again, Eunicea got out at a break even. on the work rate. The reason why is because if she added multiple times afterwards and 9 o'clock came down, let's see if we could create a 15 to the downside, if we can jump into this. You can see that the order flow to the downside is way stronger than the upside, just by looking at the candles itself. So you can see this is a very strong push. So this is institutional pushing, this is more smaller pushes, so this is more retail people trading it. En hij nog moordbreed, of niet?
Dat kan. Ik mag. Maar als ze er zijn, ga ik ze toch nemen. Zo.
Wat?
Als ze er zijn, ga ik ze toch nemen.
Oh, van de angst is gewoon een breed weer. Nee, nog niet. So first 15 minutes of open actually of London showed us about 40 points move to the downside immediately off of it. We came down into those hourly for value gaps right here. We did not tap that last one yet, so I want to see how we act off of this. It does look like we want to go a bit low right now, like I said in the morning session. The only reason why I actually set this is actually because of we had a daily candle that just fungled the previous one, so it's bigger. It's not the wicks, of course, but still. This is why I'm looking for shorts. This is why actually the main reason is. This is actually a very normal reaction. If you watch the 15, you can see this was the break of structure, this was the upcoming, that was just the retest of it actually.
Yo. Kleine wasjes, grote wasjes. Een beetje speeksel nodig ervoor. Oh, die kan dat ook, hè.
Hoe zit? Wat dan?
Ik weet niet, iets wandelen. Ah, een duif. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48 trades heb ik al genomen, jongens. Ik zit in de helft. Zo snel gaat het.
Dat was niet goed.
Dat is niet goed. Ik weet niet waarom dat niet.
Dat positief zijn.
Ja.
Dat is met zijn dat totaal niet positief eruit. Dat is niet de bedoeling.
Nee, al ja, want ik zit in de helft nu. Maar wel gestart met, dus dat is gewoon op over het algemeen.
Ja, het was gewoon oorpjes en dan is hij met add en al erbij.
Sorry
for my Flemish, guys. I will speak to my wife, she sits beside me, so I try to speak Flemish to her. I know a few of you guys understand it. Not the most convinced the market wants to go continue moving down at this point, so I'm just gonna be patient. See if we create that 50 minutes that I'm drawing just above here. If we can create that one, and we can tap it. I'm shorting this. Still need to wait for another 5 minutes to close, of course. And let's see if we create a value get out of it. I think Anisha is taking also the one if or creates now to the downside on London. She will probably take it, so I'll set up the range. This is the warp range. Actually the official warp range. Actually the other one was pre-warp. So for an warp, if you had never played it, once we got for value gaps inside, we actually got them in to know where to put our stops. So our stop should be at the high. So for value gap says the previous twig high or itself, if this twig is higher, should not be taken again if the fair value gap holds any value.
Van 23 trades wil ik nu nemen met adding.
En hoe ziet dat eruit?
Huh?
En hoe zien die eruit?
Het moet 23 trades zijn, maar dat weet ik niet. Hoe moet je dat zien? Dat is ergens van... Hier gestart. 9 september ergens.
Dat gaat positief zijn. Klopt het erin? Klopt het erin?
Is er misschien een pushje?
Wat wil je onthouden? Ja, toch op. Daar doet u. Maar die bij ons. So still moving slowly lower. Twee zeker.
1,5 en 1 punt dan.
1 punt wat?
1,5.
Is er maar één.
Mm.
En nog
Wat
voor
ging je
value.
er nu doen?
Hm?
Ging je er iets doen?
Ja, ik was zoiets wat ik heb dan. Kom in op zoek, moet ik dat weten.
Ja, want iets op dan.
Zitten we dan? Kijk maar stil.
Wat is dat?
Dat is wat even kan.
Wat is dat?
5 plus.
Of 5 plus? Oh, 5-8 of wat?
Op de tweet van 9 september tot nu. Hij heeft gemaakt. Dus R is positief.
De andere was niet positief.
So still in the same range, not much movement.
Also.
So we did create a 15-minute right now, so if we can tap this. So to the high, that would be 29 point stop. So let's calculate how much this trade could be. So that's the good thing about these continuation trades, that you actually immediately can set a limit order into it. So I set a limit order right here. Once it gets hit on that 15 minutes, I am shorting this. This one off. So I'm not yet in it, so be patient, see if it gets hit. If it gets hit, I want to take it to New York's low, or previous day low actually.
was met licht aangeslapen.
My stomach doesn't like the food that you put one in. So no war break yet.
Ja, mijn lichaam zit er gewoon, hè. Dat we eigenlijk niet aan te gisteren.
I am watching the hourly too, so if this hourly in the next 20 minutes moves completely back up, yeah, that's gonna be... In the 50 minutes, it looks like it wants to go lower, so the reason why I want to short is actually, first of all, we gave it a 4 hour for value gap right here. We tapped that 4 hours, so it looks like a bit downside is definitely possible. That was a beautiful retracement actually of a breakup structure over 4 hours. So that was the retracement that we took actually here. So now, once we started here, that would actually, if we traded off this for value gap right on that 4 hour, that would be long, of course. The only thing that shows me that we want downside is actually the daily. So I'm going off of the daily that there is a huge possibility if we tap this that we actually continue lower. Also, this 15 minutes showed that we had strength hugely to the downsides. The hourly will depend on how it closes. If it closes below this hourly before it, then we are good to go to downside. Now we still have 20 minutes in that hourly, so we will see. So just calculate how much that stop is that's shown on the chart, and then actually you know immediately how much sell limits you can put into. Instead of putting in the market, you just put it an order type, a limit, and then the price, of course, where you put your entry. very fast market, I must say. Maybe the market moves a lot faster than if I say it like this.
Ik weet niet wat dat de bedoeling is, vriend, maar... Gee,
Weet je al wat ik leeuwen is?
dat zal niet serieus geweest zijn hoor, voor die mensen.
No, sorry about that, guys. My dog wants to say hello. Still keeping a lookout on that hourly, how that actually will play out, so...
Zal het weer met playbit misschien?
Morning, Jamie.
I know. Tell me.
Everything's good with playbit. You'll have to take our separate ways. So that's a 15-minute tap right there. The only thing I don't like about this is that hourly, that looks like it wants to go back up. So that's quite a strong push with that 15 minutes directly off of it. The only thing I don't like about this is that hourly, how it looks. This looks more like it wants to continue higher. So if you want to go down, I want to see it happen in the next 5 minutes, actually. So Warp still didn't decide what it wants to do. We're now in the last 5 minutes for value cut to the upside again, so if we continue higher, or if we want to continue lower, this is the rejection I want to see it happen. Off of this 5 minute, that's just the last step that I want to see happening. But that was strong push back up, so Warp is close to having a breakout to the upside, and I will probably get stopped out here. Nonetheless, still be patient, not doing anything, just let the trade do its thing. That was a very strong V shape back to the upside. The good thing is if we follow the order flow back to the upside, we can definitely jump back in the next trade. Okay, the rest of the trades will be in Discord, of course, instead of here. It's almost 10 o'clock, so that's about my hour that I get off. the good thing is now, if we get stopped right here, that we're actually creating new 15 minutes to the upside, so we just can get a new entry off of it and then continue. And the hourly does look a whole lot different right now than about a half hour, than about 10 minutes ago, so yeah. Let's hope we do get actually some movements, because this now looks like more as a ranging market than actually continuation market. Watching out at hourly, we can see that we actually got rejected of these value gaps and that it pushes us further up. That will probably be my stop around 5, around 10. And at the same time, actually, we should see more breach to the upside. The good thing about continuation plays, they actually play out rather fast, so or you get stopped immediately, or it actually just continues.
Maar als die slaapt, zo snel moet niet doen wat je wilt. Hè. Als een voet niet wakker is en je tikt daar eens tegen en je voelt je iets. Dat is toch ook out of body dan?
So that would probably be my stop. 5, 4, 3, 2. That's my stop. Okay. Time to log the trades. There's one. Short. Market wanted higher and got rejected of to 1 hour 1H FEGs. Week I got in this trade at 9:30 and I got out at 9:45. Today is 24th. Okay, so that's it. I believe Eunicea is in a long position right now of that warp, so she did take a long right here on that close. Just that you know. So she's taking warp London to the upside. I will leave this straight open and see how this works and plays out. We will see this back in the afternoon session when I get back online. I wish you all a great London session for the rest of the day, and I'll see you back at 3:30. Thank you for being here.